For those of you still clinging on to any belief that Nvidia actually cares about gamers or is a consumer-first company, it's time for you to let go of that falsity. Let's discuss that in this video. Hey, if you enjoy content like this, drop a like, make sure to subscribe, and smash that bell so you never miss another video. Hey, what is going on guys? Danny here, welcome back to the channel and I hope you've all been doing well. On the 1st of September 2020, Nvidia announced the RTX 3080 graphics card, one of the first graphics cards to be based on the Ampere architecture. It was a highly anticipated GPU, and Nvidia announced it at an MSRP of just $699. Why am I telling you something you probably already know? Well, for the folks who have just recently joined the PC hardware space, if you had told them that at one point that 3080s used to sell for $700, they probably think that you're from an alternate universe or escaped from a mental asylum, because that's how unbelievable it sounds. For those of you who had managed to pick up a 3080 at launch or for near MSRP, well, I'm betting you probably feel like $1,000,000 right now. Not trying to gloat or anything, but I look at my 3080 and I'm just really happy that I was able to find it near launch, because it's been a perfect GPU to run my games on my 4K OLED. People in this group, they're happy, but you know who probably is not happy about it? It was Nvidia. Soon after the card hit store shelves, it was chaotic. People lining up in droves at their local computer hardware store, camping out at night, and the scalping, well, you can't forget about the scalping, where cards are sold for double or triple the MSRP at this point. And they were selling. As much as you guys seem to complain about scalpers, they're still around because people keep buying GPUs from them. Nvidia wasn't going to sit by idly and not want their piece. I mean, a few months after the card hit retail, we started hearing rumors about all kinds of new variants from a 3080 Ti, 3080 20GB, 3080 12GB, and more. MSRP didn't mean jack shit anymore, and Nvidia realized this and said, okay, how can we make more money? This is why we have all these variants of existing SKUs which don't make sense. You can take a look at the benchmarks yourself. It's not me making up anything. The 3070 Ti was barely faster than the 3070. But it's $100 more expensive, or quote-unquote $100 more expensive. The 3080 and 3090 were already so damn close to begin with, but then Nvidia decided to stick in another SKU, in between them the RTX 3080 Ti. Did you guys also notice that once those two SKUs were released, you'd see more stock of the 3080 Ti and 3070 Ti, whereas 3080s and 3070s were barely coming back into stock, almost like they had been discontinued. Now fast forward to the start of 2022, and we have two more GA102 GPUs coming out. The RTX 3090 Ti, which was officially announced by Nvidia at CES 2022, and then just earlier this week, they quietly announced the RTX 3080 12GB. In a normal market, these moves make absolutely no sense. When you're having a supply problem of your existing models, and these new GPU models aren't noticeably faster than the existing ones, why bother to release them? Well, the simple answer is money. They're higher margin parts, and when consumers have essentially given the manufacturers the green light for higher prices, of course they're going to capitalize on it. Optimum Tech did a review of the MSI RTX 3080 12GB Suprim model, and he found that it was a pointless GPU. I'll have a link to his video in the video description so you can check it out for yourself, but when he showed the benchmarks, they were laughable. The margins between the vanilla 3080, 3080 12GB, and 3080 Ti were so close you wouldn't be able to tell the difference at all. What makes this situation even shadier is that Nvidia didn't have an official embargo date for reviewers, making it seem like they wanted no attention from the press on it, which actually ended up having an adverse effect because now everyone is calling them out on their behavior. They also never announced any MSRP for this GPU either. I don't think they officially will. I mean, they'll have their own internal price that they'll charge AIBs, who will then take the price up from there, and then once it's gone through the rest of the supply chain, consumers are going to be paying exorbitant prices for a GPU that once sold for $700. Users from around the world have posted screenshots and listing of the new 3080 12GB model, and the prices here are pretty insane. From $1,200 US to $2,000. It will be the same for the 3090, which was already quite expensive to begin with, but now looking back at it, if you had managed to get your hands on the 3090 at launch, then consider yourself lucky, because the 3090 Ti will probably sell for double that from retailers. All these moves which in no way help gamers, but only Nvidia. As for the original models, well, we already saw extremely diminished supply for the 3080 and 3070, now expect the same to happen for the 3090. I'm honestly growing really sick and tired of this, and when the market is in such bad shape, it makes you wonder just how badly this is going to affect prices for future generations. If you guys found this video to be informative and entertaining, then leave a like. Let me know your thoughts and comments down below. Be sure to check out the video description for cool links and ways to support the channel, such as using my Amazon affiliate link. And if you're interested in seeing more content like this, then consider subscribing, I'd greatly appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for watching, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.